Hello, Princess. How are you? I just did a little chat before we started, calling in some angels. Just calling in angels. How's it going? Hope it's bright enough so we can see. We can see something. Hope it's bright. Hi, Tiger's Eyes. Hmm. Sister telling me about a new song. Oh my goodness. You're good. I'm good. I'm good. I thought I'd get a better sleep yesterday, but no, did not for some reason. How come it's so dark and I turned the light on? Wondering, we should still be able to see some orbs. Let me see here. My seat, my computer seat, after a while it goes down, and then end up lower. Oh, we're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna do a little bit of tarot, angel tarot, and then some dragon path. So, oh, goody. Hi, Phoenix Rising. Francis goes, what's wrong? To who? Who are you saying what's wrong? Hey, Care Bear. Pardon me. Pardon Ma. Pardon Ma. I think I better get rid of this message here because it's going to start beeping constantly. Boop, boop, boop. Well, what a day. What a day. What a day. Full moon soon in a few more days. I was going to change the screen this week. Was I? Who? Me? Change the screen? Oh, hi, Lauren. Yeah, when I step back, it seems, see, seems brighter. I haven't done anything, but when I get close, let me back up my laptop here. I had it close to me because I was typing some stuff, and it's too close. If it's too far, I'm typing like this. I gotta see you guys. All right, all right, all right. So let's get started. Yes, YouTube screen. Oh, did I? Next week. Yeah, make a note. Try YouTube screen. Because last time, I don't know what happened. It's something bizarre. Okay, yeah, I'll just go YouTube instead of this one. This one is nice because the background is black and I can see what you're writing. I think the other one's white and it's difficult to see with my eyes right now. So, oh, YouTube screen is just going live on YouTube as opposed to my OBS. Like it's different, but it still goes through YouTube. It's just a different different platform that I'm using to stream. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah, next time maybe try that again. Because I used to do through that, but I changed. Didn't like it. All right. So let's pull some cards here. Let's get started before we run out of time. So a lot of heat is coming up. I guess we had a little bit of cold front, but I just saw that south of Lake Ontario, a good portion of the upper states it's gonna get pretty hot for the following week. Hi, Michelle, 444. So I hope, like I said, everybody had a good week so far. I can't believe next Saturday is August 1st. Like, what the heck? Where did July go? What the whole year? Where did the year go? I don't know, man. Things are going crazy. Yeah, it's just going super fast. Wow. All right. Let's start with Lynn. I'm gonna pull a card for Lynn. Oh, it's just the way I screen. Like right now, I'm using OBS platform, and it goes live on YouTube. But next week, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a note and then just straight YouTube, not even use OBS. But we'll see. All right, Lynn. 9 of air. Expect the worst. Uh-oh. Self-fulfilling prophecies. Sleepless nights. Geez, that sounds a bit like me yesterday. Wow, 9 of air. Wow, what's going on, Lynn? Talk to me. What's going on? You just made out the shower on time. Hey, Jan 56. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, it's been a little crazy yesterday. I thought, oh, I'm gonna sleep well. Nope. Every 2 hours. Every 2 hours I'd wake up. Like, what the heck? I don't know. A lot on my mind. A lot on my mind. That'll do it. Gotta shut the mind off. Like, go to sleep. I should have remembered. I have to tell my mind, like, basically, be still, know God. Then it should shut. All right, Berlin. Positive thinking is essential right now because it says expecting the worst. Again, when we think the worst, we put it out there. Sometimes we attract that. So positive thinking is essential. All right. Your own obsessive negative thoughts are the true culprit behind the trouble you fear. So true. We have to hang positive. We had some news last week with my husband's work. They cut hours. I mean, cut hours like crazy. And I thought, okay, they'll be fine. Take some nice deep breath. Things will change. But at the moment you get that news, and you're just like, oh man. But just pick up again, right? So additional meaning to this for you, Lynn. Sleepless night, racing thoughts. I know you do have racing thoughts. Self-prophecies fulfilled. Again, think positive, right? Stress can cause all kinds of illness. So just go back to being positive. Think positive. The 9 of airs for you. So that's the tarot card. What can you focus on besides breathing and positive? What can you focus on? Yeah. I was waking up every 2 hours yesterday, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have a really good sleep. Oh, there's somebody, Jen. Hey, Lynn. Oh, Jen. I thought see, my eyes are playing tricks. How did you do the tornado? I thought you said tomato. See what I mean? It'll be next, I think, is it March? I'm getting my eyes fixed. Big difference between tornado and tornado. Tomato. Tomato. All right, Lynn, what do you need to focus on, my dear? You need to focus on the dragon Orbron. I can't remember what Orbron is, but I know he's an awesome dragon. They're all awesome. But wrong book. Orbron. And that's card 14. All right, let's go see what the card 14 is. And he is, I believe, see. Oh, I think he's an Earthwalk dragon, if I remember. I think he's an Earthwalk. Yeah, I think yeah. All right. So reconnect to your physical body. Get out of your head. Wow. You got a card telling you here. Think positive, right? And this focus is getting out of your head. Easier said than done, but when you make a solid intention to say that's it, those fears, those thoughts, anything that's coming up, just tell it to get lost, get away. So he's turned up today to reassure you that you can achieve what is required. You may have to dig deep within yourself, maybe do this for the long haul, but you can and will succeed. This striking red dragon connection is firmly grounded and in effect connects you to our base chakra. So he therefore relates to everything that makes up our physical lives and the world we create for ourselves. Wow. His message is simple. Nothing in this world you call home is insurmountable. Nothing is too big to deal with. Get your feet back on the ground, anchor yourself into your physical reality. Having your head in the clouds will not give you the answers that you desire or require. Connect your base chakra. Reconnect your physical body and get out of your head and into your body. Isn't it Get Out of My Dreams? That's another song. Get in my car, get out of my dreams. So release your ever tumbling and swirling thoughts. Just release them, right? When you're more grounded in this way, you'll be better placed to deal with the matters that are, demanding your attention. So, yeah, wow. Pretty good stuff, eh? Alien. Yeah. For the past week, you've been waking 4 or 5, yeah? Oh, I was awake, not last night, the night before, I was awake at 4 in the morning till after 5 o'clock. Wide awake. I didn't want to get up. I was feeling hungry. My sister says, well, maybe you need to, something you're eating, maybe it's your sugar, wakes you up early. I don't know. But anyway, that's that. Okay, Dee, what do we have for you? Yes, I'm glad everybody's safe because we've had crazy weather, right? There's been crazy weather. Yeah, here we had a cool front a little bit. Today's been a little hotter. Watered my plants today. You don't go to bed till 5 a.m., then wake up around 11. Well, yeah, that's crazy. Wow. Wow. Well, I'm going to be getting up at 4 in the morning next week. Yeah, not next week, the week after. So I'm going to get up around, have to get up around that time or quarter after anyways. So yeah, but I'm going to be napping in the afternoon. I'll have to. If you take a 10-minute walk, yeah, that for sure. Yeah. All right, Dee, what is surrounding you? What's the situation at hand? It's like this card just wanted to jump out. Two of water. Two of water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. Remember, a relationship that grows closer. So it could be a friendship, any relationship really. So let's see here, the two of water. Could be a fond friendship continues to deepen, love affair, moving to new levels of intimacy. Your relationship is healing and continued commitment is possible. So now is not the time to leave a relationship if you had a relationship or if you have one. Difficulties between people or groups come to a positive resolution. Conflicts end and forgiveness is extended. So, sexual attraction, romance, engagements, kindred spirits, unexpected gifts, shared ideas is all related to the two of water. So what do you need to focus on? Let's see. I should just pull the book and flip that. Let's see what you need to focus on. There's bad weather in Michigan on Monday coming? Yeah. Yeah. Well, they told us around where I live that August is going to be pretty wet. They said, don't put away your rain gear because, I have to invest in rubber boots. All right. So, Dee, what do you need to focus on? Spirit. This is number 8, and the dragon is called Spirit. So let's see and it's a Earthwalk dragon. And this is, you are truly awesome and your own creator. Spirit appears to us when we are gearing up for another steep learning curve on our spiritual path. He connects most strongly with those who have begun to work on themselves. I know you have. And are well and truly underway with their spiritual journey. Awesome. So his arrival frequently precedes those whose job it is to work for the planet and humankind. So the dragon spirit connects with those in particular who have embarked upon the transitional journey of deep self-healing and self-understanding, and those beginning to recognize the bigger picture within the circle of life. He reminds us that everything is interconnected. There's no separation. We're all one. The big consciousness, right? There is no you and I as separate beings. We're all one energy. So he came to this reading today, and he says, call upon my energy to support you as you prepare for the next step on your amazing journey. You're going to go through a myriad of changes and shifts, self-doubt, euphoria, as you embrace the next deep learning process. And I'm here to guide you. Call on the dragon spirit. All those subtle changes, those quick shifts and that is going to help you. You are a spiritual being in physical form, and you have the potential to live a soul-filled spiritual existence on earth. You are truly awesome. And we tell you that all the time, Dee. And your own creator. So embrace what is to come on the next leg of your journey. So if you still feel a little bit disconnected, like spiritually disconnected, lost, or sometimes overwhelmed, just call on your spirit guide. Call on the dragon called spirit. And your job is just to watch and listen. You're going to have sudden flashes of inspiration and symbols from the dragon clan. Okay. Although these are sent by the dragons, they can also be subtle. So be aware and look out for them. Meditate with spirit and ask for his guidance to inspire and enlighten you. This is a beautiful. Your stream will stop and you will be no longer what? I don't want to. No, you see what I had a message saying that my stream will stop and I won't be able to reconnect. What the heck? You guys are still here. You still see. I shouldn't be disconnected because I'm plugged in here. I hear Luna upstairs. Hi, Luna. Hey, baby girl. Spending a while, a little hot. So, Francis, what's your situation here? Thank you, Jen. Okay, good. All right. So, Francis, what is the situation? There's 2-3 cards that want to come. I want to pick one, but a whole bunch of them want to come. Come on. It's one card. I'm trying to split the deck, and a few of them want to come out. 3 want to come out. 6 of air. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation and taking a trip. Taking a trip. Wasn't something similar to that last week? To something about a trip for you? And sometimes if you're not taking a trip, somebody's taking a trip to come and visit. That's a possibility. A lot of air tonight. 6 of air. All right. See what's happening here. Air. Well, 6 itself, is sometimes it is a trip. But the resolution of a conflict, because 5 is about changes. And this is, leaving and moving on type of thing. So, 6 of air. There's finally a light at the end of the tunnel. And stress and strain will fade from your life. Amen to that. The winds of change are blowing. It's a favorable wind. So thank goodness for that. This is a good time for making changes in your home, career, your outlook. Wow, that's a situation. That's a good situation to have. Yeah, you're not going on a trip, but because sometimes a trip can also mean like a short trip. It's not like a long, could be 10-minute trip, or somebody's going to come and visit. That's a possibility, right? Okay, so what do you need to focus on, Francis? What do you need to focus on? Now, this is a beautiful dragon. They're all beautiful. I must pronounce it Avaberry Matriarch. Is number 13. Number 13. So he is, I think, let me see here. I don't know if he still worked a North Walk. I think he is. Yeah, still a North Walk dragon. I will guide you to discover the best way you can heal. You're looking at healing. So this dragon comes in with the strength and power of to dwell deep into your ancestral past and bring healing. It's a female dragon. She usually follows the matriarchal line back through the passage of time. So very many generations. And she states that the time has come to release the chains that bind you, bind the continuous, pain from your ancestors. Apparently, we do, as we're born, we bring in our DNA. It's all this, all the memories all in our cells, and whatever our ancestors went through. Sometimes we go through similar things, but we still have to heal not only what we're going through, but what our ancestors went through. That's where Reiki comes pretty good. It helps a lot. So all the pain that your ancestors had, the generation to generation, has been passed down. So you do not need to own this, right? As it's not and never was your own pain to bear, but you're born with it. And she reassures us that it is safe to explore old family hurts and release them to her. She's shown up today. She's saying, ask for her wisdom to guide you in the best way to heal from the past and move forward in your life. She will guide you. Just have to ask. Just ask. Wow. Pretty. Things are looking up. Continue to ask for healing, and it's all good. Tiger's eyes. You got that last week, yeah. Well, I didn't pull this particular card, but was something along the same line, wasn't it? Yeah, it's like something about a trip. To be a trip to the stores. I mean, it's not a vacation. It's a You're welcome, Francis. Tiger's eyes. What is the situation? What's around you? Okay. Lightly. Strength. Archangel Ariel. Strength. Great inner strength. Release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. That's your card, which is a major arcana. Well, when that card comes up, it's basically you pull on your own inner strength. You have tremendous inner strength, and you can pretty much do anything you want when you set your mind to it. So you can pretty much do anything you want. But it's a reminder to let you know that you are stronger than you think. Okay, you're stronger than you ever realize, and you can definitely handle any situation that presents itself to you. A lot of times we want to approach something, it's always best to approach it with compassion, kindness, gentleness. Easier to, sometimes it could be an argument, or it could be through a task, but it's also, you're strong. You don't need to prove you're strong, but you can handle something with diplomacy, and you have the inner strength to just be gentle. And you can look at challenges as opportunities. Not all challenges are, oh my God, something really bad. It's sometimes an opportunity to learn and to grow from. So Archangel Ariel is the angel of the spirit of nature. Because Ariel is so close to the earth, she helps with day-to-day material needs of home, food, clothing, and so forth. So call upon Ariel for strength and support if you're worried about finances, or in desperate times, you can call upon Ariel. And just keep everybody that I'm pulling cards for, there could be a little bit of a message here for everybody. Just keep that in mind. All the cards that I'm pulling for everybody. There's a little message. Call on Ariel. Yeah, sometimes I go on a trip looking at YouTube and just looking at, places, beautiful places. My daughter and granddaughter went to Spain and Italy, and she posted so many pictures. So, you almost kind of take a trip to see everything there. It was kind of nice, very nice. Showed a lot of pictures. So what do you need to focus on, Tiger's Eyes? Let's see. Aviary matriarch adds the same one I pulled just a second ago. Wow. All right. Go back to that one again, and it's a Earthwalk dragon. Let's see here, Earthwalk, where are you? Of course, I'm going to go between the card in the front, the card in the back. So I will guide you to discover the best way you can heal. So you need to focus on healing as well. I mean, it helps you with the strength you already have. You know you have the strength, but if you want to get deeper, whatever it is that you need to heal, probably it's because that's something that's been passed down through generation, and you can heal that lineage as well through either Reiki or just call on Archangel Raphael to help you heal. And she says the time has come to release the chains that bind you. All right. Things have been passed down. You can ask for her wisdom as well. Something maybe in the past that's still, bothering you, call on this angel, call on this dragon, or call on Angel Raphael, or Michael, any angel you like. So what she wants, she says, she's telling you to visit an old natural temple. Again, don't have to go there in person, whether it's a temple or a church or whatever. Maybe it's online. Stone circle, any ancient sacred site that you are drawn to. Connect to the energy of the land there. And even if you can't do that by going in physical, person, just imagine yourself going to that sacred place that's drawing you. Yeah. She asks you to ground yourself, make sure you're grounded, be still, and ask for guidance. She says, due to her connection with the Avaberry henge, she carries an incredible ancient energy, that of the old ways, the shamanic healing of the ancestors of England. Her wisdom is as ancient as the land itself. Wow. Yeah, when we're drawn to special ancient sites, there's a reason for it. You're very welcome, Tiger's Eyes. Very welcome. I call on my guides and angels before I start, and I call on all your guides and angels. So it helps. Care Bear, what do we have for you, Care Bear? There. I'm just gonna put my cursor there so it doesn't do something. I asked my guide tonight, like, I know there's spirits around, and I said, is something going to be making itself known tonight? Said yes. Whether it's a small orb, whether it's a fate form, not sure 100%, but something's supposed to be here. Like whether we see it on the small phone or not, I don't know. Maybe TV or something, but there's definitely something. Okay, Care Bear, what is the situation that's around you? Ooh, you're carrying something heaviness. There's a heaviness for you. Four of Earth. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. Yeah, I know, Spirit is no show so far, but apparently it's here. Whether we see it or not, I don't know. I talked to my guide, like, what's going on? What's happening? They're here, however they make themselves known. Yeah, Care Bear, I just felt you feel a heaviness. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is the card I pulled for you. And this could be a card of extreme, the Four of Earth. It may be a cautionary message to take care of your resources. It could also be a time, to create a savings account, put a little money aside for a rainy day. Just review, certain spending habits. But it's also possible too that you're too conservative. So it's either you need to put some money aside or just be cautious over spending, really. And it's also a message, if you have time, donate a little bit of time or some money to charities or worthy cause if you can. Your hard work is paying off, but stay alert to new possibilities, okay? Change is inevitable and can bring newfound sources of abundance. So just be open to new, exciting opportunities, and don't let fear-based thoughts limit your actions, right? But because, I mean, this card, the four is all about being solid foundations. It could be also there's going to be a good investment if you invested somewhere. It could also mean that's a good business decision. Large purchases, could be. But fears that what you have accumulated, can be lost. Again, when we, work hard, we put some money aside, and then we sometimes, if going through a hard time, are worried about losing it all. Keep thinking the universe is abundance. If you just watch everything will be fine. Okay, you're welcome. Now, what do you need to focus on? This card kind of wanted to jump at me. I thought, oh my God, it's the patriarch again, but matriarch, but it's the divine feminine. The divine feminine. All right. That's what you need to focus on. And that is, I believe that's a Grandmaster. Yeah, Grandmaster Dragon. I believe so. Let me see. That's Merlin. Oh my goodness, what are you, Tim? Grandmaster Dragon? No, it's not a Grandmaster Dragon. Or is it? A Guardian Dragon? Let me see. Oh my goodness. It's a Guardian Dragon. I'm in the 20s then. I'm going to have to go in the 30s. 30, yeah, it is the Guardian Dragon. So it's time to stop playing small and claim your place within the circle of light. She may be the smallest dragon, but she's quite mighty, okay? She appeared near the time of the summer solstice. And her counterpart is Hermie, so he symbolizes the divine masculine. So it is. She's here to connect you to your divine female energy. And she says, you possess everything you need for your existence on Earth. All you need to do is accept and understand it. So when we begin to realize that we are no longer have to look outside of ourselves for answers and approval for the needs of, for possessions, we can honor ourselves as spiritual beings. We're exactly who we need to be and where we need to be at this moment. So again, she appears around the time of the summer solstice or equinoxes, sometimes when we're coming to a completion of a cycle. And she guides us to keep our faith, stay true to ourselves, following our own inner guidance and during transitional times. Yeah, she's very mighty. She's tiny but mighty. Tiny and mighty. So let's, just stay true to yourself. No worries. Lauren. Hey, Spirit, where are you? What's going on? Where's the orbs? Where are the fairies? You're here, show something. Do something. Give us a sign. You're here, but they don't see you. Do something. Anything. Noise. Right? A noise or a flash or something. All right, let us know. Lauren. You're trying to decide there, Lauren. Something. I just see that different options and trying to decide something. 3 of fire, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time and make long-term plans. All right. Well, that says it pretty much. So let's see what you need to focus on. If abundance is coming, keep thinking positive. Abundance is coming. Just have patience. The word patience here, right? Destiny. And that is the Earthwalk Dragon because it's number 15. That 15 is part of the Earth. There's a lot of Earthwalk Dragon. A lot of them. All right. So what does this dragon? He's got a ring of fire on him. So it is your life, your journey, your path. You walk it your way. Remember that song? I'm going to do it my way. So destiny is a mighty dragon with great authority. She has no time for fluffiness, ego, or human dramas. Gotta stay away from drama, as she puts it, right? Stay away from dramas. She and her kind have been hidden in the depths of the earth for eons, waiting for us to be ready to take back our power and stand in our individual and collective might. She wants to galvanize us into action so that we can stand strong against adversity and, if necessary, fly in the face of authority to challenge systems that are no longer fit for purpose. Well, she means business. So she says, if you want change, you need to be that change. Not wait for others to do it for you. You do not need the permission to live your life your way, nor can they absolve you from responsibility. It's your life, your journey, your path. You walk it your way, right? Yeah, light fluffy doesn't create lasting changes. So that's it, As humans, you need to come together and work in union with other people, not in isolation, but take responsibility for who you are, hold the vision of what you wish to create, and work together with others. Some things we can't accomplish by ourselves, right? We're facing periods of change and at times adversity. So we as people of Earth can only achieve a more secure future if we come together and work for the good of all, right? So basically, what you need to focus on is not trying to do everything yourself. Don't try to do everything yourself. I think I put the dragon card in the wrong file here. Hi, Taranya. You're welcome, Lauren. Okay, Phoenix Rising. It's your nose here. Gonna kiss a fool. Allergies have been acting up, and it's trees. I'm not sure which tree. I'm not outside too much, but there are trees all around me. And have been bugging me a lot this year. More so, I think, than last. I don't know why. To do some Reiki on myself. Get rid of the bothersome allergies. Yes, that's you, Phoenix Rising. Okay. All right. Okay, Phoenix Rising. I have the wheel, Archangel Michael. The wheel's good. It's a good card. A time of positive change and a situation finally, suddenly, finally or suddenly moves forward again. Fortune is on your side. All right. That's awesome. Archangel Michael. And what do you need to focus on to continue on this path? The philosopher. I knew you had to go deep. The philosopher. And that is 25. The philosopher. He's, I think, one of the last, oh my God, he's not, he's not an Earth grad. He's a grandmaster, I think. I think he's a grandmaster. I should put little stickers. Yeah, he's the grandmaster dragon. You should follow that which you seek with your heart. This is a wise old dragon, okay? It's all about learning and the direction of your life. That your direction of your life is taken. Could be in a physical world or metaphysical, on a metaphysical level. He shows up when you have been considering taking up any kind of study. So if you want to study something, you want to learn something, call on this dragon, the philosopher. All right. He's got a strong connection to Galileo, the planets, solar system, so astrology, all that kind of stuff. One is never too old or too young to learn. So set your sets high and reach for the stars. Pretty cool. You have much to gain from and to reveal to your learning partners. Yeah, stars, constellation, like I said, astrology, divination, scrying. I don't know if you tried scrying, but you can try scrying. There's water scrying, there's candles scrying, crystal ball, but crystal ball's a little expensive. The mirror, it's a black mirror scrying. But follow your passion, your true path. Follow your passion. Michelle 444. Let's maybe turn Michelle 444. You love learning. Yeah, me too. Yeah. I mean, I think if that day goes by that I haven't learned something, then I don't know. To me, it's like a wasted day. I got to learn something, anything, about anything. Learn something. That's why I like to read and yeah, Michelle. Whoa, this card jumped out. What is what? Oh, Queen of Air. Okay, this jumped out for you, Michelle. The Queen of Air is independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you. Seeing the humor in a situation. That's good because full moon is in 4 days. The 29th is full moon. And it's buck moon. So that kind of makes sense. If you need to release, this is the best time to do it. Release what no longer serves you. Yeah. And sometimes a situation you might have been really serious about it and can't seem to make sense. Sometimes if you look at it differently, you'll see that, well, it wasn't as bad as it was, or there was something you were missing. It's telling you to see the humor in a situation. So what do you need to focus on? Asclepius. I hope I'm pronouncing right. I wish these had some pronunciation with some of these, the dragons. He is 27. He's a guardian dragon. And it is your journey and yours alone. So he was the ancient Greek god of medicine, the son of Apollo. Upon meeting him for the first time, his opening words were, "Your modern image of the Caduceus is incorrect." I remember this dragon saying that. He was a healer of great repute in Greek mythology, and this dragon in particular reminds us that inside of us resides great healers. His particular affinity lies with practitioners who use healing plants, herbalism, homeopathy, essential oils, and flower essence. So to this, you can add shamanic energy and his affinity with snakes, and he is a powerful ally. Okay, snakes, they're healing apparently. I don't have that as a power animal, which I'm kind of grateful. I'm not a huge fan, but I know if you have a meditation you see or a dream and you have a snake in your dream, it's very healing. It is very healing. So he's the dragon of the healer. As a healer, I'm okay if he comes around to heal, but I'm a real snake, I'm not a fan. His wisdom is boundless. He has flown into your reading today. So it says you have his abundant knowledge at your side. Wow. There we go. Continuing with his practical help for your physical life, he asks you to need the support. If you need the support of a professional with knowledge of healing plants, it's time for you to undertake training in one of those areas mentioned above, or indeed shamanism. Now, shamanism, if you want to study that, it's a little more complex. I think there's some online courses, but if you really want to practice, you have to find a real shaman. Usually they want you to live very close to them. I was looked into that years ago. So, but alongside his ability to support those working with plant energies, he is a powerful ally when we are healing, when we want to heal, when we are ready for the next phase of our transformational journey of life. So he's here to remind you right now that you can create an immense combination of transmutation and transformation. Just call on him. Deep within, you know you can and will succeed. You're on the cusp of transformation, so allow him to guide you along the way. hold on to what you believe is true, or what you feel for you, or what you know is true for you. For it's your journey and yours alone. Yeah. Wow. Apothecary, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's part of that as well. Yeah. You should, look into it. There's some courses, there's a lot of things that I'm sure you can um, maybe do online, if not, where you live. Wow. Very, very nice. Yeah. You came across some snakes on your property? I just saw yesterday in Mississauga, not far from here, this guy, I don't know if it's his own snake or if somebody else's snake got loose. There was a python and somebody's vehicle engine that coiled inside it. Whoa, a python. I, I think there's some that are okay, but I think what python in general are not allowed to own one. I don't know. Friends of mine, when I lived in Toronto, they had a snake. It wasn't a python, but they had a snake. And I went to their apartment one time and I saw it. And then they had a Christmas party, and I said, please, Steve, can you please just kind of cover that kind of a glass thing? I just don't feel comfortable seeing it, you know. He did. I don't think they have it anymore, but they did for a long time. Yeah. Oh, you hear all kinds of stories, right? I'm not a fan of snakes, no. And when I remember when I was little, my grandpa, on his land, he had 63 acres. And I remember when I was young, my grandpa saying, it won't harm you, but it's like a rattlesnake, or if it's a snake that can bite you, you can kill it this way. And he showed me, but I still didn't like it. I can't remember if he said like I could touch it or something. If I did, I don't remember that, but I just, I'm not a big fan. I don't know. I think it has to do with the past life. I really do. I really do. I don't need them. So my mom was afraid of mice. She would run a mile. She would just like me. It's snakes. I prefer not having them around. Lizards. Yeah, my husband, when I met him, he had a 4.5 foot iguana. I thought, oh my God. And this cage wasn't very big. So when we got together, I got him a huge cage. And then I realized that, he had to take care of it. He was working, late. He didn't always take care of it, of this thing. And I fed it sometimes. And I had a bichon, a dog at a bichon frise. And the dog would come up, and when I went to feed it, and the Iggy, I think his name was Iggy, he'd, bob his head up and down. And Rob says, "Oh, don't worry, that's nothing. He's happy to see you." And I later found out, no, he could have attacked the dog if it got loose. So, yeah, we ended up bringing it to a zoo north of where we live, because number one, in the wintertime, you got the heat on, he's fine with the heat lamp. But in the summer, when you put the AC on, the poor thing got a cold. They had a leaky nose, even with the heat lamp. And I said, well, I can't get, it's hot. I need the AC. So, yeah, somebody, took care of it. And he only fed him, he was a vegetarian. He only fed him, never fed him any meat or anything. It was just, lettuce and stuff like that. So, but 4.5 foot, and I did pet him. I did touch him, but I wouldn't let him loose. That's for sure. But no, no. You hate mice too. My mom, when I was a kid, she saw, well, there was a flash. I told you earlier there need be something, right? I said there's going to be something. They told me, I said, appear through a flash, through a spot, whatever. Anyway, my husband's laying down for sleeping, so it's not him. Um, but yeah, my mom saw a mouse, and I don't know what it was. She says, "Can you get rid of it?" And I did catch the mice. I got it by the tail and was kind of waiting. I took it outside. I think it was in I don't know, our bedroom. I don't know. And we live near Lake Superior, right on the shores of Lake. And I remember taking it out for her, but she is so afraid, petrified of mice. One time you had 2 dogs, 2 cats, a tortoise, 2 lizards, 3 frogs, a rabbit, 20 chickens, 4 ducks. Oh, it's like old McDowell had a farm there. Yeah. Oh, wow. My grandson, I never seen it. He had a bearded dragon. I've seen some of them. They're kind of cute. But again, I'm not, I prefer dogs and cats and stuff like that. Toads, not roads, toads. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that's for sure. Oh my God, no. No. All right, Jen. All right. I did do 2 cards for you, right? I'm losing it here. Yes. Tharania. Tharania. Oh. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, I'm not a huge, no, I like bunnies and stuff like that. I wouldn't own one. My granddaughter's boyfriend's brother, he has a big bunny, long ears and everything. They're cute, but you got to be on it all the time. I mean, if you let them loose, they're wild animals. You got to cleaning them and it's, I don't know. It's, to me, for an animal like that, needs to be in the wild. I guess, I don't know. You had a half acre of livestock property. Wow. Yeah. I didn't do you, Jen? Oh, sorry. I put a check mark there. All right, Jen. Let's do Jen before I do Terania. Sorry. We got started reading there and started losing where I was. All right, Jen 56. What's happening, Jen? Got to hit your ear. Okay. All right. 7 of Earth. Seeds well planted. A temporary pause in action. Unnecessary worry. When the seeds are really well planted, not much to worry about, but seeds of, your desires, your goals, things are going to come to fruition. 7 is a really, really good card. So many things are going to come abundant. So let's see what you need to focus on to continue on this journey here. You left toads. I don't know. I'm not a frog kind of toad kind of person. I like fish. I used to have this beautiful aquarium with some sharks. Yeah. The Divine Feminine. All right. Same as, I think it was Care Bear, I think. The Divine Feminine. So Divine Feminine is a guardian dragon, I believe. No? Yes. Guardian dragon. Where are you? So it's time to stop playing small. So you got your seeds well planted, right? Right here. Temporary pause in action, but you got to stop playing small. Claim your place within the circle of light, right? She's a smallest dragon, like I said, but she's very mighty, very mighty. She appears around the solstice, around the summer solstice or equinoxes. And when we're coming to a completion of a cycle, then we're going to start again. That's where sometimes we're not sure what our next step is. We feel like we're kind of in the void. That's because we're transitioning into beginning a new cycle. Follow your inner guidance. She carries an immense power, and this is her message to you. It matters not how small you may feel on the inside. In truth, you're more powerful than you could ever begin to imagine. This power is so deep within you, and you know intuitively what is required of you. So it's time to stop playing small and claim your place within the circle of light so that you can shine. Others are drawn to you, right? Like the sunrise on a summer solstice. So own it. It's yours. Accept it without any fear or ego, but with acceptance and grace. She allows us for the first time to acknowledge and touch a feeling of personal power. She encourages deep trust in the divine, which settles itself comfortably in our being. She's quite a mighty little dragon, that's for sure. Yep. Seeds well planted. Got nothing to worry about. You had a saltwater tank, Michelle? Yeah. I wanted one. I'd like one. My husband doesn't. It is a lot of work. I never had the saltwater one, but I would have liked to. something like that, though, you got to make sure wherever you live that there's no power shortage. Because I know somebody who had a beautiful tank, and we had quite often power shortages, and it ended up, it killed his fish. So yeah. You're welcome, Jen. Piranha. So yeah, I love fish, and for me just to sit in front of a big aquarium where the sharks, I just love the way they swim. I just love it. We got an albino shark, and then we had to get it was a ceramic, but looked like a tube, and he died in there during the day. It was an albino shark, and in the evening when we dim the lights, sometimes he'd come up. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So, Taranya, let's see what's going on here. It is a lot of work. Well, the one I had, I forget how many gallon. It was quite big, not humongous, but big enough. And I had an underground filter. So about once a month, we drain it to half, take the fish out, put them in a clean huge pail, and then drain the rest. And all the stuff is at the bottom underneath the filter. That didn't smell good. I would do that once a month. But I mean, then I got another type of filter system that cleans on top. I didn't like it as much. I don't know. To me, I don't know. But yeah. And then we got a different stand for it. And then the tank burst. Got woken in the middle of the night and came downstairs. And yeah, I saved the fish. He didn't die. Well, we took him to there's a huge aquarium store here, Big Al. We took him there. Yeah, I thought I was done for it for a while. I had that with my ex, big time. I'd like maybe one day, I don't know. Yeah, it is. And mine ate, little pellets. Sometimes I buy shrimp and put on, but it was all dried shrimp. Little pellets come up and eat it. We had, I think my ex wanted, was it piranha? What was it? It's a different other fish. The other fish he liked was pretty. It didn't appeal to me. Those fish looked like just a rock in the water. I forget what they're called, but I prefer sharks. All right, Taranya, I think I shuffled enough here. You had 3 tanks? Well, oh yeah, once a week cleaning, yeah. Well, yeah, we do like just once a week. You just clean some of the. And I got a placostomus that would eat all the algae, but once a month is the big thing, a big clean, the big clean. Yeah, yeah. The fish were happy. Oh, your ex left in Texas. Wow, look at you. Thrania, you got the Knight of Earth. All right. Loyal, dedicated. The Knight of Earth is usually, pretty solid, practical. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. Honor your commitments. Sometimes it's just, we take a pause. We got to get something done. We just take a pause, but now it's time to buckle down. Get it done now. You got to do it. You got to do it. Oh, a tricolor shark. Yeah, I try one. Iridescent sharks, and my albino one. Yeah, I forgot my tricolor. He was cool, but I prefer the other ones. The way they swim, it's just so graceful. I don't know. I just love them. Okay, Tanya, what do you need to focus on? Because it's time to buckle down. Ooh, Grace. This is the dragon, Grace. And I think it's an Earthwalk dragon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Earthwalk dragon. Dragon 16. So you're more than you can possibly imagine. Okay. So this dragon will come into your life when we've been or are struggling with self-worth, self-respect, and self-love issues, right? Not all the time, but maybe. And when we have been neglecting ourselves. How many women just give, and We don't take care enough of us. Well, it's time to look at ourselves and discover who we truly are. We are magnificent beings who need to find ways to let go of our self-imposed limitations and self-limiting beliefs. Her words are very simple. Stop it now. You're more than you can possibly imagine. So, don't belittle yourself. Take care of yourself, right? You can achieve so much more than you can even foresee. Believe in yourself. Push the boundaries of your self-imposed limits. If you don't try, you'll never know how successful you can be. If you think, well, I'm going to fail, remember there's no such thing as failure, only an experience to learn from. Try again, right? So dragons have an issue with the word love. They don't use the word love because it's been continuously misused by a lot of people, right? So they've opted instead for grace. That's the word they use instead, which they tell me is more encompassing and authentic. Grace is a deep acceptance of all that is within and without us. It means the end of struggle through embracing the whole of us as we truly are. We're amazing people. We're amazing human beings. Small flash at the bottom, right? Okay. There's a big one and now a small one. Yeah. Just do it. Yeah. Tony Little. I always remember that. Just do it. Just do it. One more time. One more time. So Francis had sharks too. Mine were, they were quite big. We had them. I'm trying to think how many years we had. They're quite big. When we took them to Big Al's aquarium, he was like, wow. And they'll grow to the tank size, right? I forget how many gallons we had. It wasn't a huge, but it was nice. But I do love. Sometimes I have a TV, but I'll have TV station put on YouTube. I put on aquarium and I see all kinds of coral reefs, beautiful fish. Some are like, whoa, the colors are amazing. So one the other day was a lot of blue and orange, and I was like, and they look like they had these lips on the fish. I've never seen anything like it. That's wow. When you switch tanks, small flash at the bottom. I'm thirsty tonight. I don't know. Let's do it. Did you have big sharks, Francis? What? 2 feet? Well, wow. Yeah, the bigger the tank, the bigger they get. Taranya, you're a fire dragon? And use the word love. Love gives grace, yes. Yeah. Wow. You're welcome, Taranya. Wow. 2 feet. Yeah, I never measured mine, but I know they were quite big. Now, yeah, if I got a bigger tank, they would have got bigger. But the iridescent, I don't know, it's something about them. The tricolor was nice. He was unique, right? I mean, because of the fins, the way they are. But when the iridescent shark, they're like nurse sharks. The way they swim is just kind of flat like that, and it's just all white here. And I know to me it looks more like the real sharks. The other one looked different. The albino, like I said, he was shy. He only came out when it was evening. He was shy. And in the living room here, at one point I did have the fighting fish. I had 3 at one point. They all had name. One was Zeus. Can't remember the other one. It was Eris. What was the other one? Anyways, I each had, both. But then when I got a cat, I thought they're gonna die, right? I had them for a long time. Yes, I know what you meant. Fire dragon, that's Chinese astrology. Yes. Yes, some people are roosters, dragons, and there's fire dragons, wood dragons. horse, yeah. I think is it my daughter? I think my daughter's a dragon. I can't remember. I have to look at it again. I think one of it's my daughter or my son. Mm, yeah, very, very cool. Oh yeah, you have to have separate tanks for them. Yeah. I mean, at one point I did have goldfish. You know, the one with the bubbly eyes, bubble eyes type of thing. I had goldfish at one point, but they're messy and they don't just. They're cute. They just don't do much for me. I like sharks. Had been quite a while. They were in my dining room. I had a huge dining room with huge French windows. And I had, my dining room was big and I had them in the corner of my dining room. Between that and the living room was nice, very nice. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Wow. Hmm. Well, this concludes another evening. Now, if you guys, want to meditate, remember it's quieting your mind, but if you can't quiet your mind because your mind's so active and so busy, you're thinking of 100 things at once. Right now, the weather, like in the morning, if you can get outside for a few moments, put your feet on the ground if you can, and just take some nice deep breath. It's grounding. It's part of that. But meditation, yes, it's quieting your mind, but you don't force it. So whenever you want to try to meditate, say, don't say I'm going to try or I'm going to meditate. Just this is my time to quiet my mind and just sit still until the thoughts finally run out and there's no more thoughts coming in to hinder you. And then you enter your stillness and you're quiet. And then if you have questions to ask your guide, that's when you call on your guide, call on your spirit guide or angel and ask questions. And you may get a feeling, a word that's whisper or a sound or a vision, maybe something you'll see. Yeah. All right, everyone. Or seahorse, yes. And pufferfish. I think they're cute. I like pufferfish, saltwater. Seahorse, saltwater. Have a good night, everyone. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Stay cool. You're an ox, and Aquarius, listen's an ox. Wow. He knows how to push your button. Don't let him push your button. All right. Good night, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everyone.